Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, your horse song for 2026 is this. And it has nothing in the title, obviously, about horses, but watch the film clip. It has a beautiful dance of the horses at the end. And you are Diamonds, Capricorn. You are serious about the time of investment this has taken, and look at what we have here, the offering and the 10 of Pentacles. It is about hard work paying off. The bottom of the deck, we had Golden Egg, we had the Lovers, and I love that we had the 3 of Pentacles, because you've invested over, you know, for some of you, this is like a decade's worth of work coming to fruition here. To receive the offer, we've got to give something up, and I feel that that is the timing, that is the thing, the pressure, the diamond. You've given up your time, and this is the year of reward and a little bit of luck. You've got the Rabbit. There's really strong earth energy all throughout 2026 with the year of the horse. And you being such a strong, grounded earth sign, this is really going to be one of the years that you remember. I'm hearing you're going to remember 2026 as a year. Oh, for some of you, I'm getting affluence, but it's really about your hard work has paid off. It's not paying off. You're going to feel that 2026, my hard work has paid off. It's noticed. There are other people, not just ancestors, there are other people like-minded who do like to sit down and have the serious conversations that you like to have. And then what I'm getting is you also like to flick your bra off at the end of the day too, because you like to dance under that moonlight. You don't like to be restricted like that. I get it. More earth energy here. We've got Virgo. But this is the Page of Pentacles. And how could it not have paid off? Like, that's what I feel like. You're really wise with what you're willing to share from, you know, the sanctity. Look at this beautiful white rose. White roses may be symbolic. I am getting beautiful. There is something very special about your inner world, and little projects that you take on, little courses of study, they really help nourish and feed into this inner space here. It's like the little things that you do for yourself, to caretake for yourself. This is going to be a year that you're going to be able to look after yourself a bit more. Spirit wants you to know that there's going to be a lot of signs, symbols, omens when it comes to luck. And, you know, for some of you, I'm getting this could even be, you know, a win. Number 22 has been coming up so much lately. It was 313 on the time. I'm trying to give you some numbers. Go put Lotto on. Just saying. 22 is definite. What other numbers do we have here? We have 10. We have 64, which is 10 or 1. But there is luck involved here, and you've got magic on your side. The crows are coming through very magical with your energy here, Capricorn. You've earned this. Shine bright. You won't actually have a choice. You will be shining bright. The light is going to shine through the toil and labor. Blood, sweat, and tears is really what it has cost you. But you don't invest in anything that you're not already aware of what it's costing you. You've deemed it worthy. It is worthy. The 10 of Pentacles, what you've done, what you've created, it leaves a legacy for those who come after you. And there's just a little bit of luck that you don't need the luck per se, but luck is on your side. You have worked really hard for this, Capricorn, and I look forward to 2026, and I hope you do as well. And I hope that you receive all those signs and symbols, and a lot of good fortune comes your way. 444 on the timer. Take care. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. You're not a regular horse. Of course you're not. You're a unicorn, and your song is The Last Unicorn by America. It's my #1 film of all time, The Last Unicorn. And you're different. 2026 is, hello Kitty. I think Kitty is an Aquarius. Come on. 2026 is all wrapped up in what you're doing to break your ancestral shadow, trauma, ancestral contracts, ancestral everything. This is getting dissolved by a new and radical, I'm hearing, a new and radical way of like meta observation, metacognition, the way that you're looking and observing yourself act in the world. The difference is it's coming from a place of higher vision, that no judgment. And I think that you have a very long ancestral line of self-sabotage, self-medication, but there's some kind of awareness here that would just go anyway. I'm actually getting a specific scenario here of somebody drink driving. That's just for a few of you. And by saying that, I mean like in your family. And you're breaking an ancestral pattern here. Sorry about the focus there. You're breaking an ancestral pattern here because you're taking care of yourself holistically, body, mind, and soul. And I think that you have, I mean, we all do. I just saw 144 on the timer. We all have a, you know, quite a heavy holistic healing to do. It's very rare that, you know, we don't have to go back too far in our history to find, you know, some kind of toxicity lurking there. But this may also be around how emotions get expressed, how they get numbed, how they get stopped, ceased is what I'm getting here. And I'm just distracted because my cat's doing milkies on the blanket next to me. Soothing, comfort is needed. I think there's a lot of comfort needed in your body. I think your body is going to benefit from some compassion and just directing some of that emotional love and fulfillment to the self, to cultivate that inner jewel. You're going to do it your own way, because that's how we do it as Aquarians. You're going to do what you know. Like no one can get things past you. It's not like you're ever going to not call things out when you see them. It's just never going to sit right. You're just never going to allow the bullshit. You can't unsee what you've seen, and you've seen a lot. Especially when it comes to love, we do have the Knight of Swords here. Wouldn't be an Aquarius reading without this one showing up, but I feel that 2026 for you is going to be a really, you're going to look and feel better than you have in a long time. It's just going to attract a lot of interest, particularly because of you have a mental position that goes, that's very attractive, and that goes with a new sense of confidence. It's not that you're ever have not been attractive. It's that you feel attractive in a new way. They're just pulling me back to this Chariot in reverse. Let me have a closer look here. You're not doing things the same way as you did them once before. That is for sure. This is a stop-start energy. 2026 is going to be the year that you stop the right things, flow what needs to flow, and call time on what isn't working. And it all comes down to the way you see it. I think that the way you see things is very attractive to people who are intelligent. So this is a mental and physical attraction. You're going to attract a lot of new suitors in 2026 And it all begins by taking care of the one within. This is the first in your family. Okay, Aquarius, I hope that was helpful. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What has 2026 got in store for you? Well, firstly, your horse's song is Wild Horses by Natasha Bedingfield. Now, 2026 holds a lot of emotional healing for you, and this is like almost been this feeling that as horse steps, the cadence over these past few years, it's all coming to a head, and it's beautifully held safely by your connection with Gaia, by your connection to the earth. But these tears are golden. This is through the pain, through the emotions, and through the sadness, your purpose has been found, and it's if you flow with it and not get flooded by it, and this is where Gaia comes in, then it actually leads you directly to where that gold is extracted. It's nothing has been in vain here. I love that your own card has come up here, Pisces, Page of Cups energy, and it's otherworldly. This is the capacity that you have to show others by a living example of what it looks like for Spirit, the Holy Spirit, to flow forth from a heart as big as yours. I mean, Pisces, you really are able to go into the depths and find a solution to any problem, including the past, whether it be past lives, last week. You have the solution here, and it's come about because of your relationship to the waters. You know them intimately well, and actually what I really love is we've got this sea serpent energy, and this is the sacral chakra. It's your creativity. This is activated with your connection to Gaia, the way that you have been reconciling your opposites, noticing your opposites, noticing the opposites between you and another, between you, the rest of the world. This is helping you to form an inner knowingness of where your place and purpose is creatively in the world. There's more things in 2026 that you're going to express, and this is a co-creation with Gaia, and and wherever else these spiritual waters are flowing from, because there's a lot of starseed energy in your reading. But when it's combined with this Gaia fertility, the waters of Gaia is what I'm getting. It's flowing from the center. And rising. I do see that as I was looking into that eye, I do see that this brings up conflict with others around you in 2026, and you don't necessarily love that side of life. However, I feel that this call that has come from, tears that have been shed before, this is gold. This is the certainty that has, driven you to pursue a certain dream. There's a certain victory involved here. You have the attention of Gaia with what you are doing here, but for some reason it causes conflict. It's probably, what I'm seeing is, some people are very rigid and you have softer boundaries. And then this co-creation with Gaia is helping you to define where you end and others begin, where you end and this organization, this workplace, this anything. You're drawing thicker lines around the edges, because this helps to bring something into, it's like squaring the circle, bring it into this realm, bring it into fruition. So an emotional completion, an emotional healing that brings direction in purpose, and it frees you from the past. I hope that was helpful, Pisces. Take care. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising. Welcome to 2026. You're going to find a lot of stuff out in 2026. First, your song, your horse's song, is by U2, and it's called Who's Gonna Ride Your Wild Horses? So check that out, and you may find there's a connection with that song to the energy as you go into 2026. You're going to find things out, as I said. You're going to upturn something. It's going to begin through your own intuition, and this is your greatest power in 2026. Where you see smoke and you feel led, go there. Because yes, while the apocalypse energy can be very uncomfortable, when it's directed by this priestess energy, it's a willing reveal. We've got the Eight of Cups here, and something isn't going to be in your life by the end of 2026, and it probably is going into 2026, and that's okay because you're going towards your highest fulfillment. And we've got the star here, and we also have the starfish. There's an element of being in the public eye with you in 2026, and I feel this is more about the creativity, and this is driving your intuition. It's driving you to unearth something. You can't restrict or contain your creative fire, and you can't remain underwater. You're too fiery for that. 144 on the timer. This is going to be the start of a big chapter in your life. 2026, you will look back on this year, this particular period of time, and go, oh yeah, that was the year I ended that thing and I started doing this thing. Everything is going to work in your favor. I feel like there's a lot of fated energy here, and you are put in the best position when you are looking after your body, your mind, healthy habits, keeping a clear head about things, working out what is what. Not following the crowd, because that's not an Aries trait. Interesting. Maybe that somebody has been accusing you of cloning, of being a follower, of, just seeing this individuality coming up here. Now with this starfish energy, and we've got the whip here and balance, this starfish energy, I'm getting, yes, in the public eye, but also like compliance to fit in. You'd only do that for a very short amount of time before that didn't wear well with you at all. Like, you can't, controlling it, Aries, and I'm Aries rising, I get it. It's combustible, especially when it comes to your creativity. Trying to not express yourself when you know independently what is what. You're intuitive, you're an individual. It may disrupt your own sense of equilibrium and balance, because this is a wide journey you're taking here. Whatever you uncover in 2026 is going to be fine. I mean, it's going to be within the scope of life's ups and downs. But this shows me, the Eight of Cups, is that you're headed to a path of healthy fulfillment to pursue things in life that really do make you happy. This doesn't make you happy. This, you're born to be a star. There is Aquarius energy here, so check out your Aquarius placements. Getting career coming through. For 2026, you're going to look back on and you're going to really not recognize yourself by the end. This is going to be a time that you give yourself the freedom of ripping off any and all masks, any and all, placating other people by diminishing your own self, your own light. That is falling by the wayside. So Aries, I hope that was helpful. And Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, what has 2026 got in store for you? Well, first, your song is the classic Daryl Braithwaite song, The Horses. Go and check that out. It is worth a listen to, a re-listen to. But 2026, Taurus, it's going to be all about what is worth your time and effort, what is worth fighting the good cause. Where are you being called to journey to? And with the Warrior here, if you can hear snoring, that's my dog River next to me. Fast asleep, as is Faith. Your journey has been colourful at times, and you've got quite a story to tell. And if you don't direct it somewhere, that's also problematic. Spirit is going to ask you in 2026, what are we going to use this feistiness for? You've been stirred up. You've been possibly heartbroken with the Ace of Cups in reverse here. Maybe you're going into 2026 dealing with some kind of heartbreak situation, but there's some kind of disappointing emotional promise that you're going through. It could be with a Leo sign. You've had to be very strong physically, emotionally, and spiritually. There's a part of you that doesn't want to hear any call to do anything else because you're at capacity. But this is like a real stubborn energy, this between Taurus and Leo. This is significant, this combination. Spirit is saying you're not fighting against any type of one individual. This is the cause, the Ace of Cups in reverse. So that may be something to meditate upon. We've got the rainbow here and there, and it's making, together, it's making a full rainbow, like a circular. That may be relevant. Your spirit animal going into 2026, the turtle, very ancient, very connected to the alchemy between water and earth. The 13 main pattern shapes on the turtle's back represents the 13 moon cycles, and slow and steady wins the race. The turtle representing the feminine in this situation, you or the other person. But this is about getting in tune with the feminine rhythms as they manifest on the earth, as they appear on the earth. The turtle is a really wise and sacred animal spirit totem for you going into 2026 and all throughout 2026. You may be going on some kind of sea journey is also what I'm getting. Crossing seas. Rise up. The turtle rises up for air. This is a bit of a distraction now, but it served its purpose. There was some warrior skills that you certainly developed with this one, and let me have a look closer. Can't stop is what Spirit is saying. You can't stop. You can go slow. Slow and steady wins the race, but you can't stop. I don't know what you can do whatever you want, viewer. I'm not telling you what to do. That's just what I heard. You can't stop. Maybe you feel a bit of a bee here. Maybe you do feel like a very busy bee right now. It's costing you, it's draining your resources. But there's a bigger calling. You want to focus on what has brought the warrior out in you. You've got warrior skills you didn't have before this happened. 2026, you're going to look back on this year and go, I really put that to use in the best possible way I could. I mean, I could have done X, Y, and Z. I could have fought with blah, 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 blah. I could have gone absolutely warrior, you know. I saw 441 on the timer. You could have taken this quest in a whole new direction, but you've taken the higher ground, is what I heard. I hope that was helpful, Taurus. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising. Your horse song for 2026 is Dark Horse by Katy Perry. You got it. You got the most popular horse song there is, because you are popular, Gemini. Let's face it. Everybody loves you. Now, Gemini, you are going into 2026. I feel that you're already sensing this. You're going to take things apart that aren't working for you, and what I'm getting really strongly with this is it's happening for you, not to you. Within this cracking open of everything in your life, the pillar of light descends and ascends. Your vibration is rising because of, this is like Kali energy, and that is how you're coming to know Kali energy, how you're coming to know the way in which things get taken apart that aren't working. There's an element of fate and destiny to your year in 2026. Some of this is just out of your hands. Have a look at this. This is definitely dark wolf energy. So some of it you just don't have a say in, and the hands of fate are going to take over. Don't resist it, is the advice 2026. It's only going to delay the inevitable, is what I'm hearing. And there's so much better on the other side. Just keep remembering it is happening for you. It's not happening to you. Let the light in when things crumble. And what does that mean? It means open up. A problem shared is a problem halved. Don't resist change. Don't resist. When doors close, there's a reason why they closed. And there's an activation in your sacral chakra. This is what you're delaying by trying to stop this wheel, by trying to hang on to things that have already gone. You're delaying the momentum and spin that's happening, you know, deep within your pelvic area. There is love here for you in 2026. And I heard that you seal the deal. And that means that you're going to look back on 2026 and mark that as the year that you secured the love of your life. You married him or her. You committed, you moved in. There's some kind of ceremony here with this Anchor and the Empress. You're meeting love eyeball to eyeball. This is an equal love. It's definitely a deep, shared, falling in love experience that you're going to realize one day could only have happened if this was taken apart and destroyed. And you're going to come back and leave a comment here and say, Lady Baba G, you were right. I had no choice but to fall on my knees and let the light in so this damn thing could move around to where life. Happy days. Sunshine. We need balance, and there's an equality that is going to always be there of light and shadow and light and dark, and you're redefining what that is actually all about, is what I heard. Well, I hope that was helpful, Gemini. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising. What is in store for 2026? My goodness, why have you got the drama reading, Cancer? Your song featuring some amazing horses is Robbie Williams' Feel. So check that out. There may be a connection there in this reading with that song for you. But Cancer, 2026, I'm not going to lie, you're hitting your element, and you have got a situation here that is quite daunting. You got to take your time with it when it comes to, you're like a Casanova, actually, is what I'm getting. You got multiple people interested in you in terms of love, or what I am also getting for a small number of people is that the lover that you have, the lover that you take, there is a jealous ex. Dang. We do have, this is being shown to me really clearly, there's a real angry sentiment here. 2026 for you, Cancer, could possibly be the year of reunion, meaning that you reconcile with someone you have been on a break with, because there's just a really beautiful expression of love between the two of you, and it is known and seen by others. And this love with this Phoenix here and heart, this love does actually conquer. By the end of 2026, this is union. It's transformed. This is not the same. Archangel Raphael is coming through with this Lovers card. So this has been an angelically guided reunion, healing. You may want to work with the Merkaba, with you and your partner, if this is resonating with you, as a form of protection from this energy. It could be a situation where, you know, there is some kind of tie that is still there, that is unavoidable. Maybe it's through a family member. 222 on the timer. But ultimately, what I can say for you, Cancer, it is a year of love. It is the year the impossible is made possible. The memory's still there, but something is rebirthed totally anew, and it begins with this creative expression, this poetic heart. Now I am getting a poem. It's E.E. Cummings. I carry your heart. I carry it in my heart. I carry your heart. That's beautiful. I hope that was helpful, Cancer. Okay, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising. What has 2026 got in store for you? Well, first let me tell you what your song is, your horse's song, and it is Good Horses by Miranda Lambert, so go check that out. There may be another message in there for you, but 2026, I mean, this is pretty self-explanatory, but I feel like people are going to figure out when it comes to you that there's a lot more than meets the eye than you have been judged for in the past. I think that you're aware that people don't get the full picture when it comes to you, but you're doing more than one thing at one time. You're always got things on the go. There's a sense here that 2026 is going to be memorable because of what other people come to realize about you that you've known really all along. You're more complicated. You've given them, you know, half of the picture for a reason here, but as humanity wakes up and people start to come into a more spacious understanding of the world around them, they're going to come see you differently. If you've been wondering about a move as well, this is unlikely to happen, at least until, we've got longing for home, I pulled a card on it, at least until your season around July 22nd to August 21st. That is when you're vitalized, you're strengthened. My dog Faith just ate a fly. So just getting rid of, you know, any annoying type energies around you from now until then. When the time is right, the Knight of Wands is a card of relocation, changing residence. It's in reverse, and I just got that really strongly with this Mintucken card about longing for home. It's on the cards, but not for a while. yeah, that Leo season 2026. It's very interesting that you have the Lamb come out, because the relationship between the Lamb and the Lion goes way back. And we've got the King of Swords here, or Justice energy, and this means that you're tending to the Lion and Lamb within. 2026 is going to be a year that you understand your tenderness. You've had much more experience in this Lion energy than you have ever in this Lamb, being held, being taken care of by the shepherd, which is Spirit, Jesus, the universe, source. There's a energy of surrender in 2026 where you can soften, and at the same time you're no fool, and you have your wits about you, because you have been this ferocious energy in the past. So you know what you know, like recognizes like. And that is how people are going to come to understand who you truly are. As they become more of this, which is what you have been, they come to recognize really who you are and what you've been doing here the whole time. Oof. Hope that was helpful, Leo. Take care. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising. What has 2026 got in store for you? First, here is your horse song, and it is Horse with No Name by America. One of my favorites. I love that song. Go check it out. Might be another message in there for you. But 2026, Virgo, we have the healer and get grounded. So we have a situation where you can become the wounded healer, where the wounds that you have suffered in your life is what you have to offer the world in terms of your medicine, what you have to offer in terms of people who have walked the same path as you. However, it is also a year for you to heal, and so you just have to determine whereabouts on the spectrum this particular message is for you. It's all about 2026 is all about your relationship with truth. So the grounded energy is really truth energy. It is, I mean, it's so explicit in nature, truth energy, that is one way this can really facilitate your healing. But there are other ways. We've got the Ace of Swords here, and like I said, the truth shall set you free. Everything in 2026 is going to be circling around your relationship with truth. There is heavy consequences for numbing, turning a blind eye. There's not going to be any wiggle room. We have the Devil here, we have Neptune, and we have this third party influence here. Now, what I'm not getting, this is some kind of revelation about a cheating scandal. What I'm getting is getting taken away in the mind, that anesthesia. So you need to keep a really clear mind in 2026. This could be a recovery year. This has a lot to do with your sensitivity. This year coming up, 2026, you're going to be more sensitive for many different reasons than you ever have been in your life. And that sensitivity associated with Neptune, it may feed into an illusion about interference that has no basis, that doesn't really exist, that is rooted in past childhood trauma. I just saw 222 on the timer. So Spirit basically wants you to be aware that going into 2026, your own pillars of truth are going to serve you extremely well, Virgo. Your sister sign, Pisces, between Pisces and Virgo is the healing alchemy. I mean, it's finding the solution. There's a very big possibility that this is a physical health service that you'll be able to provide to others, or that you are receiving yourself. But like I said, it is not based in fantasy and illusion. It's very much based in the tangible. That's where you do your best work, Virgo. So I'm going to leave that there. I hope that was helpful. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising. What has 2026 got in store for you, Libra? Well, I can tell you your horse song is White Horses by Taylor Swift. So go check that out. There may be another message in there for you. But 2026, from grit to grace, we have the seed, the pearl. You don't know where this has come from either. You feel a calling that you don't know where is coming from. You're not sure if you fully answered it yet or when you will be able to answer it. But Spirit is saying that in 2026, the answers come in as they need to rapidly. You'll know when the time asks you to know, you will know. We have victory here. This is a good reputation in your career. This is quick, fast offers. When these offers come in, there are omens and signs, and there's a feeling here that there's dreams that have had to be given up in order to be in the position. You're in the right place at the right time, because the grit, wherever that came from, it doesn't really matter. I don't really feel that you're bothered too much by that, but wherever it came from, there's a sense here that there'd be no end to looking back. You're looking forward to grace. We have the gazelle here. This is the representation of grace embodied. And you're light on your feet. You know how to move with swift energy that is operating in a truth harmonic. You recognize truth when you hear it. And like I said, this is a good reputation. There is something that you do deserve an award in, but there's a question. There's a final decision to be made. I'm also getting Judgment card energy. You're making the final decision, and there's a sense of not looking back now. Remaining graceful brings about this phenomenon known as luck. But it's really more than that. It's, you really put yourself in the right place at the right time for reward, and Spirit is yielding to that, I heard. This is your harmonic state. This is your calmness with the environment around you, is the harmony. And when you're chill and you're just in your comfort zone, this is when you're the most lucky. Like, this is when you should buy tickets in things. When you're rushing around stressed or otherwise distracted, that doesn't yield as good of a result as when you are very chill and relaxed. Libra. On the bottom of the deck, we have the 10 of Cups as well, and so this is protected energetically. This is the long term. These are the people who are your ride or dies. They're the ones who have been there in all the layers of the grit, and they see the grace that you are. Excellent. Well, I hope that was helpful, Libra. Take care. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising. Look, I'm not going to lie, Scorpio, your reading probably is the most complicated, and River has come and put her head right up against your card here. But your song for 2026, Scorpio, is Texas Hold'em by Beyonce. Basically, that whole album she has that image of that stunning horse. And horse totem is actually going to be really healthy and good for you as you traverse 2026. I don't see it as being a particularly easy year, but I see it as being a triumphant year, and being prepared for the cracks that may appear. We've got the fault line, and we managed to get no as well. So not an easy fix, but one that, if you're aware of, can really lessen the damage. Now, this could be that there's things around the home that need fixing. Maybe there's things in the body that need your care and attention. The King of Wands did come out sideways, and so there is some kind of pushback against your willing steps, your willing decisions and authority when it comes to younger energies with the Page of Earth here. As I said that, the siren started going. So Virgo energy, and we have Aquarius energy. This is healing, the Star card. So this is a good, really, like I said, triumphant energy to have. If this energy is representing any type of tower situation, with the Star card here, it means that it was serving your highest good, in that something that needed to be rebuilt from the foundation now has the opportunity to do that. And ending on the Fox energy means that your greatest strength comes in the support that you provide as a loving partner and teacher to others. I feel that this Page energy is an unwilling student, an unwilling, a person that doesn't have respect for authority. And the Fox energy to me always represents that divine feminine caretaking of the self. And so it doesn't matter if you're male or female, it just means that you recognize that there are things that you need to take action upon when you see and know them within yourself for your own well-being. It's part of that healing and care. So this is not a message to provide any type of scaremongering or anything like that. It just means that the more that you embrace a healthy sense of authority and a correct use of power, knowing what you can and can't teach others is really important, and that you have the capacity to direct your own healing when it is necessary. Take time out. Doors are going to be open for you when you need them. And I feel like telling you everything is going to be okay. But I'll also be honest with you and say it's going to feel like somewhat of a shock, but not a surprise, is what I'm getting. So I hope that was helpful, Scorpio. Take care. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. What has 2026 got in store for you? Well, I can tell you your horse's song is Live Like Horses by Elton John. So go check that out. You might find that there is something in that song extra for you. 2026, very spiritual year for you. I actually really love your reading because I can feel a retreat, long service leave. You're taking a break because you're following a spiritual calling. Gnosis talks about an inner knowing that is extremely, extremely powerful. It's communion between you and spirit, and this is something that when it's experienced really opens you up to a whole new perspective, and that's exactly what you're already feeling, is what I'm getting going into 2026. You've been looking at life really differently, trying to understand what the heck has happened, what is the purpose of all this, why is this even allowed to happen, is what brought you to the tree of life. And you're past that now, but you're asking really great questions to spirit, and this is resulting in you, I'm just getting a sense of someone doubting their intuition and the messages they've been receiving from spirit, but it is very strong. I can feel it, and you're getting very clairaudience, claircognizance. It's like you just know. It's going to help you to keep a journal. Even a digital journal is what I heard. Whether you're male or female, you're embodying the divine masculine loyalty, intuition. And so at the moment on the planet, this is gaining traction. It's that divine father, Babaji energy. And it can be, you know, it comes through me often, and it can come through anybody that, like I said, regardless of gender, but it's needed at the moment on the planet because we need a very strong recorrection in action. And this is a passive time for you to learn to validate a higher spiritual teaching so that it can make sense to you in the extreme, and then it's the reconciliation that your knowing brings, that feminine, masculine energies, alchemy. I feel that you already have this energy naturally. This is what you're bringing in, and what you produce and make sense of is, you know, there's such a vast, it's like a quantum realm of possibilities. Sagittarius, you're really going to be pulling from a very rich reservoir. So don't stop. This is not a collapse. This is a spiritual break that you and Spirit have long had in your calendars to work together. It's what I'm getting. It's very beautiful. It's actually, there's a real sense of spiritual authority with you. Nobody can tell your story for you. And that's one thing Spirit has been working with you on as you came to the tree and asked why. One of the big reasons, the answers, was so that you would tell your own story, so that you would recognize honesty, spiritual authority in others, confidence in others, because you recognize it in yourself. So I'm going to leave that there, Sagittarius. I hope that was helpful, and take care.